Most viral science videos.
Science videos ever. This teacher has a fun way of demonstrating static electricity to his students using a Van de Graaff generator.
They are ready, and you can tell by the hair. We've got hair sticking straight up on just about anybody.
I remember that experiment in high school.
Ready, man.
Oh, it's just water. Oh.
This is the same material that space shuttles are made of. Even though it is burning red hot, it can safely be touched and picked up within seconds.
Now these have been in here at 2200 degrees for hours. So you'll see they're blazing hot. If you put in metal, it may, if the metal did not melt, at least it would conduct the heat and keep the heat for so long that you couldn't get near it, well, you know, within hours. Well, look at that.
Whoa.
You can take this off. It dissipates the heat.
Here's an x-ray of a dog eating food.
I don't know if I really want to see that. Good doggy.
Here's a great example of how your immune system is always fighting to keep you alive. You can see how these white blood cells suddenly swarm and attack this parasite.
Oh. Attack!
Here's
No
what
mercy.
it looks like when sweat develops on a human finger.
Ew.
If you rub your eyes during an MRI, this is what it looks like.
Ew. I'm sensitive to eyeball stuff.
Okay, ruler
Okay.
on the table. You drop something on it, it's gonna fall. But if you put an ordinary piece of paper onto the ruler like that, and then you drop something on it.
Interesting.
This is what it looks like to put your hand in hot ice. It's a mixture of baking soda, vinegar, and water. Please do not try this at home, as the water can get very, very warm. This teacher has a really cool demonstration on the effects of liquid methane.
I'm terrified.
This science museum
That's pretty
was trying
cool.
to show off a liquid hydrogen experiment.
Cool. Liquid hydrogen is kind of scary.
This company invented a spray that creates a hydrophobic coating. So anything that is a liquid just slides right off.
Huh. Oh, I think I've seen like materials like that for like shoes and clothes. It's really neat. Imagine it's really expensive, but like imagine having clothes like that when you work like a very dirty job.
You can make a leaf move on water by using soap. The soap lowers the surface tension of the water, which makes it harder for the water to stick to the leaf, which causes it to move around.
Oh. Oh.
This is what happens when you shake and open a can of soda whilst 15 meters underwater.
Cola carbonated beverage here at 2.5 atmospheres, somewhere deep below the sea. This you should never try at home, shaking up your Coke, because you know what's bound to happen when you take your Coke and you open it up and it sprays all over the room. Didn't happen. Look at that.
This company developed a fabric that has the ability to repair itself.
Oh. How? I want to see how that works.
This is a single-cell organism, and it's about to die. When it dies, it doesn't stop moving, but instead falls apart into little pieces.
That's sad. R.I.P. little dude.
If you take a regular soda can and put it in hydrochloric acid, you'll discover a secret beneath the aluminum. The reason why your drink doesn't taste like metal is because there's a thin layer of plastic. This plastic is extremely fragile and will break when touched.
Oh, okay. I did recently did a video where I learned about how aluminum cans are recycled, and it did mention something about plastic, and I guess I thought it was the label, but that makes sense now. It's the layer that makes it not taste like metal. That's really cool. I didn't know that.
If you take water and pour it into a glass, it will reverse the image of whatever's behind it.
Oh, yes. That's cool.
This spray has the ability to form a solid, flexible bond to keep this stack of blocks together. Even when the blocks start to break, the wall remains strong and sturdy.
So like a glue in a way? Paint and glue? Huh.
NASA created this huge facility to test out their rocket engines. Every time they conduct a test, an enormous amount of hydrogen and oxygen gets mixed together. As a result, these engines are basically pumping water vapor into the atmosphere. After about an hour, this water vapor will eventually fall back down as rain.
Oh. They're making their own rain clouds?
This company created a type of material that can bend light to make the object behind it disappear.
Like a one-way mirror? Oh, that's cool. Hyper Stealth Biotechnology.
This teacher has a really cool demonstration on how different chemicals can affect fire.
That's copper, right? Copper turns water or turns fire green. The magnesium turns it pink, I think.
The Andromeda Galaxy is on course to crash directly into the Milky Way galaxy. Don't worry though, there's still 4 billion years until this will happen.
R.I.P. and descendants. Well,
so apparently scientists can now
nothing
summon
lasts
lightning.
forever, I suppose. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
What you're looking at right now is water freezing, melting, and boiling at the same time. This is called triple point, and every known element can go through this process.
Interesting.
The sun will sometimes have eruptive events called a corona that creates a loop of fire larger than
Corona.
Earth. This particular video is a time-lapse of an event that lasted over 21 hours.
Just like before, we're going to cover it up, turn it over.
Oh no.
And again, where's the air pressure?
Upward.
Pushing upwards in all directions, but pushing upwards to hold the liquid in, right?
Yes.
And if I take this off, what should happen?
Pushing upwards. The water.
Should come out, but
That's not fair.
Witchcraft. What is
Witchcraft.
John, no, Gabby move, Jonathan move. Yeah, okay.
move for a second.
Ben, he's taking a. That's not a. And why does it?
This is called mitosis,
That's really cool.
which is when a cell splits into 2 identical cells, and this is what's happening in your body right now. This is Polaris, which is also called the North Star. What makes this star so special is that it hardly moves in the night sky. The North Star is positioned almost directly above the Earth's northern axis and as a result stays still while the other stars move.
Interesting.
This is what snowflakes look like when they form under a microscope.
Ooh, pretty.
Scientists found a beetle that can survive even after being eaten. After the frog swallows it, the beetle is able to walk through the digestive system and emerge unharmed from the other end.
I don't need to see it pooping. Ew.
This is actual time-lapse footage of a sunset on Mars. The atmosphere on Mars makes sunsets blue instead of red like on Earth.
That's pretty.
A photographer wanted to see what pills look like when they dissolve in our stomach.
Interesting.
This person had their curtains closed and noticed that they created something called a camera obscura. The cars outside driving on the road are being projected onto the ceiling.
That's cool.
Molecular engineers in Australia were able to replicate a woolly mammoth DNA sequence.
Oh no, not
They were
this
able
again.
to use this to create a completely lab-grown meatball of mammoth meat.
Hey, Puzzle. Hey, I'm just chilling before tomorrow's big stream, so just doing some reacts. How you doing? How's it going? Oh. Professional, do not attempt.
Here's a cool demonstration of a magnet's magnetic field.
Science. Finally eating a sandwich? Ooh. Sandwich was good. I had a sandwich for lunch today. I had a Publix.
Here's what the inside of a duck egg
I
looks
had
like
I had a Publix buffalo chicken tender. So, were you just really busy today? Only got a chance to eat now?
growing.
It's a duck. Watch out, bye.
In 2011, NASA
sorry we
launched
got
the
a chance to
Juno
eat now.
probe to help scientists learn more about Jupiter. It took the
chicken
probe
salad
just under
sandwich?
5 years to complete the 500 million mile journey and sent back this amazing time lapse of the planet's surface.
Let's go,
The
Stacey.
scientists were experimenting putting a glove in a vacuum and were pretty shocked by the results.
Hey, look, it's Squidward. Oh no, no, Squidward, I'm sorry.
Scientists wanted to study how someone with ADHD behaved when watching two very different subjects.
Star Wars versus math video. Well, I mean,
By
math
putting a leaf
isn't-
underwater and looking under a
math, like, you'd have to, there's people who really love math, though, so, like, I would be interested in someone who, like, loves math. I would watch math videos versus Star Wars. But, you know, I can kind of see that. The attention span.
when watching two very different subjects. By putting a leaf underwater and looking under a microscope, you can see the oxygen bubbles being released. This is how much gas a typical car uses while driving. And this is how much extra gas that same car uses when you absolutely floor it.
Oh.
This is what happens at a microscopic level when you give salt water to a plant that drinks fresh water.
I don't remember starting on time with math. I never got better than B. That's fair. Nowadays, honestly, like depending what job you're in, the basic math is just as fine. Like I don't even use half the math that I was taught either.
And this is how much extra gas that same car uses when you absolutely floor it.
Man, so much gas. So much waste.
This is what happens at a microscopic level when you give salt water to a plant that drinks fresh water. The salt water causes the individual cells to lose fresh water and the cells shrink. Back in 2020, NASA's Curiosity rover captured a dust devil that had formed on the surface of Mars.
Oh no. Run, little guy.
This is how much sun damage can affect your skin. So I found this video of a cool fish with a see-through transparent head. I kinda got weirded out once I learned that these are not their eyes. These are their eyes, which they use to look for food.
Oh, okay. Well, reason number 531.
A scientist opened up a can of tuna and put the meat under a microscope. They found that there was microscopic plastic inside of the fish. The plastic that we produce is polluting the ocean, which results in the fish consuming the plastic.
Oh. Bummer, bro.
Let me show you why you can't measure the size of the sun based on taking a picture or video unless you're using a proper filter. There's the sun. That's how big it is. Looks a lot bigger until you put a filter on it.
In case you didn't know, the puffballs that come from dandelions are hydrophobic. You can dunk them in water and they will still be super fluffy.
Oh. Interesting.
It will take forever to inflate this bag by blowing into it, but it is possible to inflate an entire bag in one breath by using something called Bernoulli's principle.
But we're not going to put our mouth right on the bag. And what happens there is as we blow in, surrounding air is pulled in as well. One big breath.
Huh.
This person created a breathing machine to show what smoking cigarettes does to the inside of your lungs.
Man, you could show that to a bunch of people who still smoke cigarettes. At this point, if you're smoking cigarettes, you probably just dedicated to it. I'm sure there's some who probably could be dissuaded to stop smoking cigarettes, but there's so many warnings out there and so much information.
In 2021,
what does.
NASA released this amazing 360-degree photograph of nighttime on Mars.
That was pretty.
Here's a demonstration showing how easy it is to power an LED light bulb compared to an incandescent or fluorescent.
Oh.
This incredible footage shows the surface of the sun. Those shifting patterns are gigantic convection cells carrying heat from deep inside the star. The area you're looking at is 12 times the size of Earth.
Ooh. The forbidden caramel.
Here's what you get when you crash a modern car into one from the 1950s. You can really see how far we've come to make cars safer for drivers.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. The cars back then were like pretty much big giant metal boats. Or nowadays, like the cars nowadays are meant to like protect the driver and crush themselves essentially.
This photographer from NASA took thousands of individual photographs of Earth to create this high-quality time-lapse video.
Ooh. Looks like something out of a video game.
This is called linear friction welding. It's a way to weld pieces of metal by pushing and rubbing them together.
Linear friction welding is ideal for joining blades to discs in turbine manufacture. They're called blisks. And these are some images of welds made on the new Linfrick machine here at Abington.
Huh.
This is called a dermaclip, which helps heal wounds without using any stitches.
Alright, well, I'm not a doctor. To my understanding, though, this can only happen if it's, like, not super deep wounds. But that's still pretty cool, though.
This isn't a computer animation. This is a ferrofluid clock that uses magnets to move fluid around and tell time.
Wasn't it, isn't there a gaming company who uses, lava lamps for security? I can't remember who it was.
These scientists put tracking devices on wolves from different packs to see what their territories would look like.
Dang, Blue's got pretty good coverage, so is Purple.
This company developed a device that can pick up different types of sauces, such as ketchup and mustard, without changing its shape.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. It's like a Teflon thing, right?
In case you didn't know, Saturn is losing its rings, so in about 150 million years, Saturn will look like this.
No, it's gonna be Nikki! Dang. I was gonna say that's what Zeus gets, but I'm pretty sure Zeus is Jupiter.
The red dots are satellites, the blue dots are rocket bodies, and the gray dots are miscellaneous space debris. It's estimated that there are over 500,000 pieces of space junk floating near Earth. Almost every piece of debris is traveling at speeds of over 17,000 miles per hour. The debris is usually created from a rocket launch or satellites crashing into each other. Astronauts that live in the International Space Station frequently need to take maneuvers to avoid crashing into space debris.
Man.
Betelgeuse is a nearby star in the night sky.
Junk in the ocean, throwing junk in space. Throw trash everywhere.
Into each other. Astronauts that live in the International Space Station frequently need to take maneuvers to avoid crashing into space debris. Betelgeuse is a nearby star in the night sky that's so big that it would swallow our entire solar system. In a few thousand years, Betelgeuse is expected to explode into a supernova. The explosion will be so bright and large that it would look like this in our sky during both day and night.
Oh. Just don't say it 3 times, you'll be fine.
Scientists have discovered how to eat the meat from a living cow without hurting it. What they do is harmlessly extract a small amount of cells from the cow. Those cells are then taken to a lab where they are grown into large pieces of muscle. Within 3 weeks, you have an actual piece of meat from a cow that is still alive, happy, and healthy.
Is the cow really happy, though? Cell steak.
This microscopic organism is able to stretch out its neck really long and then swallow this other organism in one giant bite.
Dang. Spore on spore aggression, I see.
This YouTuber made the most expensive carbonated water ever. He took diamonds and burned them until they created carbon dioxide.
Niall,
he then took that carbon dioxide and created carbonated water.
At over $1,000 for this bottle, though, not even counting labor,
Niall
I still wasn't sure if it was actually worth all the work and money.
Tastes, exactly like soda water.
Over 30 years ago,
That'd be so
large comet
disappointing.
slammed into Jupiter. The
Spending
impact had the same
$1,600 on
force
diamond
as
water.
over 5 billion atomic bombs.
Wow.
I found an incredible video showing a microscopic view of what happens to germs when you use soap. The soap destroys the cell's membrane, causing it to fall apart. This is a hatchling elegant pit viper, and you can actually see its heart beating inside its skin. If you take a piece of tape and put it on your face and then look at it under a microscope, you'll see something pretty interesting. These are face mites, and they are living on your face right now. They spend their lives living in the pores of your skin. Try not to freak out, as there's basically nothing you can do to get rid of them.
Dang.
A few years ago, a space probe landed on a comet and briefly captured these images.
Oh, Antarctica?
One of my subscribers made a mini tornado in their living room. They used a smoke machine to make the smoke and then turned their ceiling fan in reverse to create the tornado.
It's kind of funny.
This is the decellularization process of a spinach leaf. Scientists are removing the cells from this leaf so that all that remains is the scaffold. The next step would be to fill the leaf with cells of a different organism. Scientists believe it will soon be possible to grow anything from animal meat to a human heart using this method.
There was a video about meat berries. It had a similar concept for like body parts like ears and noses. I'm not really sure who made it. I can't remember. But it's called meat berries, I think.
If you own pottery that was made before the 1970s, there's a good chance that it's radioactive. Many plates and cups that were made in the United States were painted with a glaze that was made of uranium. Here you can see the radioactive particles moving off this piece of pottery. Here's a time-lapse video over the span of 20 years showing how these stars are orbiting around a black hole. This YouTuber wanted to see if you could cook meat by slapping it.
Yeah, I remember this.
And we're off. Yes, we have an increase in temperature.
He's the one who slapped the
C.
chicken.
Let's go. Yo! 60 degrees! 60 degrees! We got this. Yes! The steak is done! It's cooked! Past that, it actually tastes pretty good. I can't believe it.
Here's an extreme close-up of what your blood looks like.
60 degrees? Okay, 140 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty hot.
This person captured a video of rocket debris flying across the sky.
Dang. It's a rainbow.
A scientist put some pieces of glass next to some sticky tape to see what these ants would do. Turns out these ants are smart enough to use the pieces of glass to create a bridge over the tape.
Oh. That's impressive. Probably so light that the tape doesn't seem to really affect him either.
What you're looking at right now is the spinal cord of a baby fish still inside their embryo. This is a close-up time-lapse video showing how the nervous system of a fish grows inside of the egg.
Fish.
This YouTuber wanted to see if he could play video games on his calculator while having it be powered entirely by potatoes.
No batteries, only wires. The wires plug into these. Right back into the action.
Okay. Playing Doom.
I can't believe it. This is Doom running on potatoes.
A molecular biologist created these worms that can digest plastic.
I remember hearing about that, yeah. They look like superworms if anyone's a reptile keeper. I know they can eat plastic though.
Scientists in Japan have created the world's smallest chariots, which are powered by microscopic algae.
That is cute.
This person created his own plasma bottle launcher using propane gas.
Ooh. Looks like CGI.
There's a cool mushroom in Tasmania that glows in the dark.
Ooh. That's cool.
This is called a trapjaw ant. They have a unique ability to use their mandibles to launch themselves out of danger. This ant fell into a sandpit and was going to be eaten by a predator, but was able to launch itself to safety.
Yoink. Whee!
Thanks so much for watching. Just a heads up, I did make an entire YouTube channel dedicated just to science videos, daily dose of science. If science is what you love, if you love learning stuff, this is the channel for you. If you don't like learning stuff, then stay right here, I guess on this channel right here. But yeah, that's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Later.
Bye-bye.